What's up, YouTube family? It's Ask the Young One again. CreateHigherVibrations.com. Yeah, I wanted to do some quick tips on reference my last video, reference meeting the one or someone on a dating site or at Walmart, or whether or not you're walking your dog and the one you're aligned to meet comes about and you meet them. Obviously, at this point, if we've been through toxic relationships, we are well aware to take things slow. We're well aware that love builds. It's not instantaneously, and you actually build love through the relationship that you're creating. And with that is tip number one, actually focus on the build of love. Tip number two is, if you meet someone on one of these sites and you're curious about them, start asking them deep questions. How have they healed their inner child? How do they feel about self-development? How do they feel about their own evolution as a person? How do they feel about self-love? How do they practice self-love? How are their perceptions about life? How are their perceptions about you? Are they requiring you to make them happy? Ask these questions. Take things slow. Ask them if they meditate. Ask them if they've had trauma in their life, if they've healed that. Ask them how their parents were to them. Ask them how they cope with problems. How do they handle solutions? Do they focus on the problem, or do they look for a solution to the problem? How is their perception and outlook on life in general? How is their outlook on people in general? How do they function? Do they blame other people? Ask these questions. Pay a lot of attention to things. These are the things that are going to tell you whether or not this person is aligned with you or whether they're not. But chances are, if they came into contact with you and you made it to the point of going on a date, then chances are, if this person's not rolling with the conscious of what you want, then it's time to take a good look at our own energy and ask ourselves why and how we came into contact with this person. But those are some tips on things that you should ask people, especially in this day and age. Ask them exactly how do they evolve. Ask them exactly what their purpose is. Ask them the things that they practice daily to keep themselves in tip-top shape as far as emotional well-being and their emotional intelligence. These are the goals. These are the types of people that you want to look for, and you can find them anywhere in this world. It doesn't matter if it's a dating site, it doesn't matter if it's at Walmart, it doesn't matter where it's at. You can find the one that you're aligned to meet and spend this lifetime with. You can find them if you've become them. So wanted to share those tips. Hopefully some of those tips will help out, some questions to ask when you meet someone new, and hopefully you can find the one, because one of the worst things that I think is one of the worst things that I would hate to see for somebody who spent time in a toxic relationship that broke them down to their soul is for them to go through life and never actually experience genuine love, because it's extremely important to our evolution of our own souls, and it's a very beautiful thing to experience. And I really want that for every person on this universe, to actually experience actual genuine true love. And I believe every person can, but we have to become it first. So I hope those tips helped. I will talk to you guys later. Namaste.